Good morning, my name is Dan Emerson. Today we're going to make a few different things for you here at Gillerson's Grubbery. We have been in operation since 2015 and we're coming up on our 5-year anniversary. We do make most of our menu from scratch, which we will do a few items from that menu today. We were featured on Chicago's Best a couple years ago with our Rebel Duck Burger, which is one of the items we'll make today, along with our Hodgepodge. A Hodgepodge is our name of a poutine, which is a Canadian dish that consists of french fries, cheese curds, a meat, and a sauce. Today, when we cut our fries, we'll soak them in a little water and get them prepared for the fryer. We do double blanch our fries, which means they go in the fryer, come out, and then get refried for service. The fries are a Chimichurri potato, which is grown so that they do not brown in the fryer, unlike russet potatoes will. These potatoes hold up their crunch really well and give the dish a superior taste. When we are preparing the dish, we will put on the Carnitas, chimichurri sauce, fresh cheese curds that will get melted in there, a little bit of red onions and some jalapeno with roasted garlic aioli on top of it. Then we will move on to our Rebel Duck Burger and build one of them for you. But to kick it all off, we need to start the Carnitas. The Carnitas takes about 7 to 8 hours to make, just simmering on the stove. And let's get started. Here at Gillerson's, we cut all of our french fries from scratch, meaning from potato. We use Chimichurri potatoes. They lead to really golden french fries that will not turn brown, as I was saying before, like russets do. So we take each potato and we put it into the cutter. Give it a couple hits, right into a bowl. When we're done with that, what we'll do is take them over to the fryer and we will throw them in a basket and fry all of them for a few minutes just to get them blanched. Then what we do, we'll cool them down right away and put them in the walk-in cooler and hold them until your order comes in, and then refire them per each order. For this, we're gonna do this in a minute, but first we're gonna go and make our chimichurri sauce for our Hodgepodge. We are going to change gloves. At Gillerson's, we do make all of our sauces from scratch. Our dressings, all the aiolis, whatnot from scratch. So right now we're gonna make the chimichurri for that Hodgepodge that we just cut the potatoes for. So first, we're gonna put in our cilantro and parsley. Might have to do this in 2 batches, or at least blend it up a little bit to work it down. And then basically you're gonna let this run, and all you're gonna do is add your sauces. This is red wine vinegar. Little roasted red pepper flake. And a lot of garlic. Garlic's one of the main ingredients. If you like a spicier chimichurri, add more garlic. And then finish with your oil. You might not use all the oil, depends on how much parsley and cilantro you put in it. At home, you will want to use a spatula to break down the sides and make sure it all gets blended up really well. This is a commercial RoboCoupe, which is just a high-powered blender, food processor. So you will want it a little saucy because it is going to be a sauce for the dish. That way it covers all the fries and gives it a nice texture over everything. Maybe. Yummy. Smells so fresh, nice and spring-like. That'll be great. So, we're on to our carnitas. Lard. 8 to 10 pounds we put in. After the lard goes in, then the pork does. But first, we should probably light the stove. Alright. Next, we'll put in all of our pork. We just cut it up into big chunks. At home, if you have an Instapot, that works out really well. Or a small pot at home with a couple pounds of pork in it, and then maybe a pound of lard. Alright, so we got our pork, our lard is heating up, and it'll turn into a liquid. Then we're gonna pour Coca-Cola. Gives it a nice caramelization. Orange juice. Two oranges, just cut in half. You don't have to dice them up or anything. One onion, cut in half. A little bit of rosemary. Four bay leaves. And the recipe calls for 4 garlic, or cloves of garlic, so I put 8. And then what you'll want to do is top that off with water. Now you'll cook that on high for 7 to 8 hours until it just starts breaking apart. It'll be shreddable like pulled pork or whatnot. After that, then we put it and strain it into a separate container, and we will cool it down for service. Next, we're gonna fry those French fries. We're going to take a couple baskets, set them up. Grab the French fries that we just cut over on the potato cutter. Throw them into the baskets and put them in the oil. Now it is going to be very loud, so you won't be able to hear me. So when they go into the oil, we're going to look for just a couple minutes to blanch them off with. Then we will cool them down, and like I said, every single order that comes in, we drop new fries for it. Because they aren't wet, they don't splatter as much, which is a lot safer instead of getting splattered with oil. So those are gonna fry for a couple minutes. We will throw a couple burgers on the grill, and we will build the Hodgepodge and the Rebel Duck when we come back. So let's start by cooking this burger. So, 8-ounce patty. We get these burgers from CDK Farms out of Wisconsin. We're gonna put a little salt, pepper, and garlic on it. Throw it right on the grill. So we're gonna cook this burger to medium. It takes about 3 minutes, 4 minutes per side because of its thickness. So when that's going, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna start the Hodgepodge. But first we're gonna heat up the Carnitas for the Rebel Duck and for the Hodgepodge. So that's going right now. It's gonna take a minute to break up. There's enough fat in the carnitas that you shouldn't have to add too much water to the pan either to reheat it. So when that's going, we're going to turn our burger. Turn it like that. That'll give it grill marks. And then we flip once, turn twice. Let's go back over to the carnitas. They're heating up quite lovely. We are going to steam them a little bit to speed up the process. This will also make sure that they don't dry out. Alright, that's working out. Now, this is the batch of first fries that we did and that we just cooked. Those need to go into the refrigerator and cool down for a little bit, but TV magic. We did these yesterday and they're all ready to go. So we're gonna throw these in here and get them nice and crispy. Then they will get plated in a bowl. So now that our carnitas are heated up, just a little bit, we're going to remove the amount we need for the Rebel Duck and just set it right over here. Now I'm hungry this morning, so I'm going to make a lot of Hodgepodge because it's one of my favorite dishes that we do here. First off, you can't really see it, cheese curds from Wisconsin. Raw. You're just gonna melt them a little bit. You're gonna steam it again with some water. Turn your heat down so it doesn't burn. And then you'll add your chimichurri sauce that we just made. So you'll want to mix that all together. And basically you're just adding the chimney until you like the color of it. You can always add more later. But that's what it should look like right there. Now that our fries are almost done, we're going to season those and get this plated. Drip the excess oil off of the fries. and plate right into your bowl. Then what you'll do is flip this burger. There we go. Then swing back over here. And we're gonna add all of this goodies. Oh yeah, look at that. And then we'll roasted jalapeno. Diced up red onion. And garlic aioli. And voila, that is our hodgepodge. Getting back to the burger. We'll add some white cheddar cheese. And just put this on that for a second. Then we need to heat up some bacon, which we already have cooked. And we're gonna just throw that straight onto the grill, just to heat it up a little bit. Next thing, we'll get our bun out. And we'll toast that as well. So it is important to toast the bread so that the juices from the burger don't get soaked up so much and make that bottom bun soggy. Nobody wants the bottom bun to fall apart. So the cheese is starting to melt, but we're going to speed up this process by putting the pork on it. So cover it like so. Then we put bacon right on top of that. And then you grab a plate. We grab a plate. We'll put the bun down and the burger right on the bun. Grab the other side of the bun, put it like so. Take your barbecue sauce that you have handily available in a squirt bottle and just put it onto the bun. Then it just gets topped off with some fried onion strings. And what we do there, and what we do with the fried onion strings is julienne white onions, soak them in buttermilk, dredge them in flour, and then fry them until golden brown. Just like that. And that's the rubble duck. So those two products were made with the carnitas that we started the program with. The carnitas can also be used in tacos, chili, you name it, you can make it with it.